Hello, this is Casey from Casey's Spiritual Corner, and I'm here tonight to do the Taurus general reading for March 1st to 15th, 2019. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. May not resonate with everybody. Take what works for you and what doesn't. Just let it go. It's okay. And I apologize for being late because Mercury retrograde is started. The shadow part starts about 10 days before, and it's caused havoc on a lot of people this month already. So, I understand you'll get it exactly when you need it. If you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, then welcome. I hope you like, subscribe, and share. I hope this resonates with you. I'm here to help bring clarity. Okay. So we'll do a 10-card Celtic cross with clarifiers, and I have a Crystal Diva card pulled that we'll read at the end. Okay. So we'll get started here. Okay. So in this situation, we have the Six of Cups. And there's nostalgia, longing for the things from the past. Could be childhood memories, things you're remembering or reflecting on. It could be a situation or someone else coming back from the past. Okay, so I also have the Death card. And the Death card is transformation and change. It's moving from one state of one state to another. And the Death card is usually through your own choices. Okay? So there has definitely been some changes and some transformation going on. And the last card for the situation is the Page of Swords. So pages are information. Okay, swords are fast-moving information. So there should be some kind of information coming in or a young person coming into your life. Okay, somebody very young. But I think this is going to be something that's bring a little bit of overthinking a little bit into your head too, okay? So in the past, we have the Four of Wands. That is the 1111 card, they call it. It's happy. It could, okay. So you're dealing with fears. You're dealing with illusions. You're cutting through things, trying to find balance. You're trying to achieve the ultimate happy family, okay? So in the now, I have karma, destiny, things shifting and changing. What you put out there, you get back, okay? If you're sending out some angry, hateful vibes, then that's what you're going to get back. If you're sending loving, caring thoughts, that's what you're going to get back. But this is something that's faded, something that needs to happen, okay? So we'll pull at least two clarifiers for that. Why am I thinking at least? Okay, so we'll see. Okay, this is interesting. Yep, all three. Okay, So all three of these cards are major arcana. And that means this is a major lesson that you need to learn from, okay? So I have the Wheel of Fortune. I have Temperance, which is an awakening. And I have Temperance is healing and coming into balance. Judgment is the awakening, okay? And these are all three major cards. You need to be aware of something that's going on. You need to be aware of what you've put out into the universe. There's an opportunity for healing in here, opportunity to balance your passions and your emotions. You have to have patience, okay? The Temperance card is a call to judgment, an awakening. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what you're putting out into the world, okay? Because, yeah, this is a major lesson here. I'm going to pull one more card. That's why I said it. At least two. Okay. And you have a tendency to overthink things. You know, I think that a lot of things have been going on since the fall. Well, of course, this is still fall. We're not technically in winter yet. But this is a Knights or action. Somebody is coming in to offer something of an emotional nature, okay? Don't overthink it. Okay? Pay attention to what's going on, though. So in the future, we have the Five of Cups, okay? So I'm thinking that, you know, you have this offer of love. Maybe something upsets the apple cart a little bit because there's a lot of passionate color in the background. I'm thinking that maybe there's a little bit of second and third chakra things that need to be dealt with. So we have 3 cups spilled and 2 cups that are still full. You're so focused on the things that have spilled, the things that have happened. You're not seeing the positive aspects that are still left. There's still some opportunities there. All you have to do is turn around and pick them up. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. Be aware of what's going on, okay? And I'm going to pull 2 cards for that. Okay, so you have choices coming up. We have the 2 of Wands. You've been very successful for everything you've done up to now, but you're coming to a crossroads. You have to decide which direction to go in. But the interesting thing is, whichever choice you make, I think is going to be okay, because the pathway is opened up, whichever decision that you make. It's going to be okay. You just need to focus on the positive, okay? And we have here more action. Here's the Knight of Swords. This is fast-moving action. It's coming in very quickly. There's lots of transformation. There's still lots of growth going on. You have information or messages coming in that you need in order to make a decision. And there is light being brought to the situation. Focus on the positive, okay? But see, you're having troubles with that. This is the 5 of Wands. See this? They're all battling. They're not hitting each other or anything, but these are pretty much, I think, they're thoughts that are running around your head and back and forth and keeping you in a deadlock here. You need to use a little bit of strategy in order to get out of this. You know, you've got these little tiny mice in the background, and mice have a tendency to eat into everything they're not supposed to be in, and which would be thoughts. and worries and fears and stuff, okay? And the energy around you is the Hermit. You may be alone right now. You may feel alone, but you've got to know that you can go inside. You can tap into yourself, into your own inner knowing. That light is there for you. You are never alone. You can tap into your own light, into the universe anytime you want. It's there for you. This is inner knowledge. This is inner truth. Pay attention. So then in the hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow-moving energy. It shows me that you are dealing with hidden fears, okay? This is something you need to pay attention to. This is a slow-moving energy. Pentacles are very slow. It's going to take a long period of time to get through this. But if you deal with those fears, I feel like that'll start moving forward again. You know, there's lots of growth, lots of greenery, lots of nature. You just need to be open to what's going on. So the result card is the Tower. Okay, so where the Death card is where you made choices to go through transformation, this is where the universe steps in and says, okay, you're not making all the changes you need to make, so I'm going to step in and I'm going to force you to make some changes. You know, so anything that was, this is being torn down. It was not on a stable foundation, okay? So anything that was not on a stable foundation needs to be rebuilt on a solid foundation. And a lot of times, you know, this really isn't a bad card because it's just shaking up things for a new beginning. It's not necessarily bad. And a lot of times you're looking for ways to bring in a new beginning, to change things up or something. Two clarifiers. Okay. Okay, so with the Tower, okay, there's lots of cleansing and clearing. This is a Six of Swords. So this is telling me that you were walking away from a situation. There is transformation and change going in walking away from that situation. You were moving away from it. You were moving into new horizons, into new waters where there's new beginnings and new things to work with. Okay? And it's interesting. Okay. Some of the last couple readings I've had, they've had like 3 full moons in a row. So pay attention around the end of the month and see what kind of opportunities come up for you to make some changes. Pay attention, be aware. Don't be stuck in your head and be a space case, okay? Now this is a wish card, the Star card. It's one of the wish cards. What are you wishing for? What do you desire? What are your passions? What do you want to move forward into? But pay attention to what your thoughts are. Because if you were dwelling on something that's negative, if you were worrying about something, that's what you're going to draw more things to you to give you to worry. Okay? So what you want to do is focus on the positive. Focus on the end result of what you want. You can work toward it, but as long as you were visualizing it, ask one time from the universe and then start thanking the universe for it every day. Start taking steps forward as if you already have it. Then the universe will fill in all the details from the beginning to the end, okay? You got to have that faith and trust. So the card I pulled from the Crystal Diva cards is freedom. Okay? The crystal is Larimer. And this book has been hidden around. These cards have been hidden away for a while, so I've kind of forgot what a lot of the meanings were. So it says imprisonment can take many forms. The type of prison that one experiences may range from true incarceration to the paralysis of fear. Most dramas of confinement will act themselves out in a familiar venue. Your jail might be a marriage you feel trapped in, a job you hate, or the responsibility of caring for an elderly or ailing family member. Freedom is a decision. No person or circumstances can tie up your soul unless you allow it to happen. If you submit, you become an accessory to the crime. I'm tired. The shackles that you wear may have been placed there by another, but only you can remove them. No one else is the key to your prison. Freedom is not the unlocking of a cell door, it is the unlocking of the spirit. Challenging circumstances occur for your growth. The way you deal with your predicament will cause one of two things to occur. The experience will either set you free to fully love and learn what has happened, or it will chain you to guilt and resentment and fear. How you approach and come to terms with these life challenges will determine the outcome. Planet Earth is a free will environment. The free will zone is a structure through which you can learn about the consequences of your actions. Think about any challenging situation you have faced. You have always come out wiser as a result of the experience. We encourage you to choose more joyful experiences for yourself. Make up your mind that all your life lessons will be positive and life affirming, and that you will learn them easily and effortlessly. You do not need to learn through pain or misfortune. You have been programmed in man's reality to believe that deservedness must be earned and that life is hard. That is that is misinformation, just the opposite is true. Is there someone in your life or something in your life that you are desperately afraid of losing? If so, fear may be imprisoning you. Fearful attachments to material possessions, relationships, and jobs create feelings of loss and lack. These emotions lead to territorial paranoia and distrust. You and your attachments are cellmates, chained to each other. Escape this bondage. Fear blocks the flow of joy and prosperity. Search your heart to determine why you've selected out this card today. Do you long for more freedom in your conversations, your relationships, your work? Do you feel a certain restraint in yourself that distances you from others? Are you imprisoned by your belief system? Are attachments dying you down? Have courage and release any feelings or situations that lock you away from your highest good. Through your own example, others will recognize their own imprisonment and the possibility of freedom. I hope that helps. I hope that brings a little clarity tonight. Thank you for coming. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you watching. I hope you come back. And I will see you I will probably start putting up the mid-month ones this weekend because Mercury retrograde has been a little bit of a challenge for a lot of us. Okay, so you all have a good night and thank you for watching.